In the small quiet town, there lived a woman named Lily Carter. She was a talented artist who kept to herself and lived in a big old house surrounded by wild gardens. People in the town didn't know much about her, but they often whispered about her mysterious life. She always wore black and had sharp blue eyes that seemed to look right through people. One October night, Lily vanished without a trace. When the police arrived at her house, they found her art studio in chaos. Paint was splattered everywhere, easels were knocked over, and a half-finished portrait of a man no one recognized sat on one of the easels. On the wall, written in red paint, was a single word: forgive. Detective John Miller, a seasoned investigator, took on the case. He interviewed the townspeople, but their stories about Lily were conflicting. Some described her as a kind but lonely soul, while others thought she was strange and possibly dangerous. The only person who seemed to know her well was her older brother, Tom Carter, a wealthy businessman who hadn't spoken to Lily in years. As Detective Miller dug deeper, he learned about the strained relationship between Lily and Tom. They hadn't always been estranged. As children, they were close, but their relationship soured after their parents died in a car accident. Tom, the older sibling, inherited the family fortune and the responsibility of managing the Carter estate. However, he made a series of poor financial decisions, losing much of the family's wealth. Lily, who had always been passionate about art, blamed Tom for squandering their inheritance and leaving her with nothing. She believed he had betrayed their family's legacy. Tom, on the other hand, resented Lily for her artistic pursuits, which he saw as frivolous. He felt she didn't understand the pressure he was under to keep the family name respected. Their arguments grew more intense over the years, and they eventually stopped speaking altogether. Lily became convinced that Tom's actions had awakened the family curse, and she feared it would destroy them both. Detective Miller's investigation led him to uncover an old legend about the Carter family curse. The story went back over 100 years. The Carters had been close friends with another family, the Harpers. The two families had made a pact to share a piece of land that was said to be blessed with good fortune. However, the Carters secretly sold the land to a wealthy outsider, leaving the Harpers with nothing. In their anger, the Harpers placed a curse on the Carters, declaring that every generation would suffer until the betrayal was forgiven. Over the years, the curse seemed to hold true. The Carter family faced one tragedy after another: untimely deaths, financial ruin, and broken relationships. Lily believed the curse was real, and that it was her responsibility to end it. She became obsessed with the idea of making amends, but her methods were twisted by her anger toward Tom. Detective Miller's investigation took a dark turn when he discovered a hidden room in Lily's house. Inside, he found journals detailing her growing paranoia and her belief that the curse was real. She wrote about her fear of Tom and her conviction that he was the source of the family's downfall. Her final journal entry read, "I know who it is. I can't escape. Forgive me." Just as Miller was about to close the case, Tom Carter was found dead in his home. The same flying eagle symbol from Lily's threatening letters was carved into his chest. The police assumed it was a copycat killer, but Miller had a different theory. He revisited Lily's studio and examined the half-finished portrait. Using facial recognition software, he made a shocking discovery. The man in the painting was Tom. Miller realized the truth. Lily had faked her own disappearance. The chaos in her studio, the cryptic message on the wall, it was all part of her plan. She had been plotting her revenge against Tom for years, blaming him for the family's misfortunes. In a hidden compartment in her easel, Miller found a vial of poison and a note that said, "The curse ends with me." Lily was never found. Some believe she fled the country, using her artistic skills to create a new identity. Others think she took her own life, sacrificing herself to break the curse. A few even whisper that she's still out there, watching and waiting. Whatever the truth, the people of Pinewood still tell the story of Lily Carter, the artist who disappeared and left behind a mystery that no one can forget. This story teaches us about the dangers of holding on to anger and seeking revenge. Lily's obsession with the family curse and her hatred for Tom consumed her, leading to her downfall. It's a reminder that forgiveness and letting go of the past are essential for breaking cycles of pain and betrayal. Revenge may seem satisfying in the moment, but it often comes at a great cost, not just to others but to ourselves.